Scene script. Have you ever wondered why some businesses thrive while others barely survive? One key difference is the practice of reviewing and adjusting strategies. In the ever-changing landscape of business, adaptability is not just a nice-to-have, it's a must-have. You see, no matter how brilliant or innovative a strategy may be at its inception, it's not set in stone. The market evolves, competitors shift tactics, consumer preferences change, and even the best-laid plans can become outdated. That's why it's crucial to periodically review your strategies and make necessary adjustments. Imagine setting sail on a voyage. You've charted your course with precision, but what happens when the wind changes direction or a storm brews? Do you stubbornly stick to your original plan, even if it means veering off course or risking shipwreck? Of course not. You adjust your sails, alter your course, and navigate accordingly. In the same vein, businesses must be willing to adjust their strategies to stay on course towards their goals. This practice of strategy review and adjustment allows businesses to stay ahead of the curve, adapt to changes in the market, and maximize profitability. It's like having a GPS for your business. It helps you identify where you are, where you want to go, and the best route to get there. It also alerts you to any roadblocks or detours along the way, enabling you to adjust your path as needed. On the flip side, failing to review and adjust strategies can lead to stagnation. It's like spinning your wheels in the mud. You're putting in a lot of effort, but you're not going anywhere. Worse, you could be missing out on golden opportunities, or even worse, heading towards a decline. So the importance of strategy review and adjustment cannot be overstated. It's not just about survival, it's about thriving in a competitive, fast-paced business world. It's about being proactive and responsive, rather than reactive and rigid. It's about making informed decisions that propel your business forward. Understanding the importance of strategy review and adjustment is just the beginning. Next, we'll look at a real-life example of a business that utilized this practice to great success. Let's examine the case of Company X, a business that was once on the brink of failure but managed to turn things around by reviewing and adjusting their strategies. Company X was in a dire situation. They were facing declining sales, a high employee turnover rate, and a dwindling market share. The business landscape was rapidly changing around them, and they were struggling to keep up. It was clear that their current strategies were not working. They needed to change, and they needed to change fast. So, what did they do? They began by conducting a comprehensive review of their existing business strategies. This was no cursory glance, but a deep analytical dive that left no stone unturned. They examined their sales strategies, their marketing efforts, their internal processes, everything. They questioned their assumptions, scrutinized their successes and failures, and critically evaluated their performance metrics. The review process was illuminating. They identified several key areas where they were falling short. Their marketing efforts were not reaching their target audience. Their sales strategies were outdated and ineffective. Their internal processes were slow and cumbersome. These were serious issues, but now that they were identified, they could be addressed. Company X then moved on to the adjustment phase. They revamped their marketing efforts to better resonate with their target audience. They modernized their sales strategies to align with current market trends. They streamlined their internal processes to increase efficiency. These were not easy changes to make, but they were necessary. But they didn't stop there. They also capitalized on their strengths. They recognized that their product was high quality and their customer service was top-notch. They leveraged these strengths in their new strategies, making them central to their brand identity. And as they implemented these adjustments, they kept a close eye on their performance metrics. They wanted to ensure that their new strategies were yielding the desired results. And if they weren't, they were ready to review and adjust again. The results? They were nothing short of remarkable. Sales began to climb. Employee morale improved. Their market share started to grow. Company X was back in the game, stronger and more resilient than ever. But the real triumph was not just in their recovery, but in the transformation they underwent. Company X was no longer a business struggling to survive. They were a business that was thriving, a business that was adaptable, a business that was resilient. Company X's experience shows us that reviewing and adjusting strategies is not just about survival. It's about thriving in a competitive market. It's about recognizing when change is needed, having the courage to make that change, and the wisdom to continually review and adjust. It's about fostering a culture of adaptability, where change is not feared but embraced. And most importantly, it's about never resting on your laurels, but always striving for improvement. Company X's experience shows us that reviewing and adjusting strategies is not just about survival, it's about thriving in a competitive market. So, what can we learn from the story of Company X? Well, first and foremost, the tale of Company X underscores the importance of strategy review and adjustment. It's not enough to simply set a course and stick to it blindly. No, the business landscape is constantly changing. New competitors emerge, market trends shift, and customer needs evolve. As such, our strategies must also be fluid, able to adapt and pivot in response to these changes. Company X's transformation serves as a powerful reminder that strategy review isn't just a box to tick off on your to-do list. It's an essential practice that can mean the difference between stagnation and growth. By periodically reviewing their strategies, Company X was able to identify what was working and what wasn't. They were able to assess their results, pinpoint areas of improvement, and make necessary adjustments. This didn't just save them from potential pitfalls, it also opened up new opportunities, allowing them to innovate and stay ahead of the curve. But let's not forget, this process isn't a one-off event. It's a commitment to continuous learning and improvement. It's about fostering a culture where feedback is valued, where every success and failure is seen as a chance to learn and grow. After all, the best strategies are the ones that are continually refined and improved upon. And finally, Company X's story teaches us about the potential risks of neglecting this practice. Without regular strategy reviews, it's easy to veer off course or miss out on key opportunities. It's like sailing a ship without a compass. You might get lucky and find your way, or you might end up lost at sea. Remember, the success of your business is not set in stone. It's a result of the strategies you implement, review, and adjust. Stay adaptable, stay competitive, and keep pushing for success.